Imagine this evening. You've just walked to the door, you hear the sharp creak of the hinges, the doorknob feels cold in your hand. You are beyond exhausted after a long day of deadlines, office politics, arguments with colleagues. Your shoulders feel as if they are carrying the weight of the entire universe. Your stomach is knotted with tension, and your gut is growling with hunger. You quietly take off your shoes and step into the living room. There, on the sofa, is your partner. You see her, you hear her breathing, you recognize her scent, a combination of vanilla and wild orange. You want to say something beautiful like, "Wow, your hair looks so shiny and lovely falling over your shoulders in this dress." But then, pop, reality hits. Instead of a compliment, what comes out? A sharp biting remark about the dirty dishes in the sink. You want to embrace her, but your body is like a coil spring, ready to snap. You look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself. Your eyes are sunken, dark circles weigh them down, and the wrinkles on your forehead tell a story that your ID card shouldn't even know yet. Your biological age has sprinted far ahead of your real one. This is the drama of the lack of relaxation. It's not just tiredness, it is a slow erosion of everything that makes you human. When you can no longer relax, you become a robot on autopilot, executing commands but forgetting how to feel the joy of living. You lose your sense of purpose. You start thinking, it's all pointless, or what am I even living for? You lose your direction, and most painfully, you lose the ability to be one with the other. Without intervention, this scenario has only one ending: burnout, medication, depression mixed with anxiety, a cocktail of everything you don't want. But today, I am here, so we can switch together. Let's push the drama aside and let life flow through you, your partner, and your children. Let's start it. First step. What happens in our brains? All day long, we are bombarded with traffic, noise pollutions, endless tasks, information, radio waves. Our brain stays stuck in a state of alert, the famous fight or flight response. In this state, your body pumps out cortisol and adrenaline. In biological terms, you are prepared for love all the time. You are prepared for war, not for love. The problem is that when you get home, you can just press a stop button. You bring the war home with you. That's why any remark from your partner feels like an attack, and every unwashed plate becomes a tragedy. Love needs the parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for rest and digestion. Without relaxation, there is no vulnerability, and without vulnerability, see the previous video is about the benefits of being vulnerable in couples called Connection Paradox. I attached the link in the description. Let's continue. Relaxation is essentially the most powerful aphrodisiac because it tells your brain you are safe, you can let your guard down. Second step, passive relaxation, the art of being. Passive relaxation involves a total disconnection from stimuli. It is the moment when your battery stops consuming energy and simply receives it. In a couple, this is the art of being. For example, we have nesting. It's not about sleeping, it's about feeling. Lie down together, one person's head on the other's chest. No music, no screens. Feel how your heart rate begins to synchronize. This is co-regulation. Her nervous system is calming yours. Another example is eye gazing. Look into each other's eyes for 3 minutes. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but eye contact activates mirror neurons. It is the moment where I truly see beyond the roles of husband, wife, parent. Neuroscience studies have shown that after a few minutes of uninterrupted eye contact, the brain waves of both partners begin to synchronize. You get on the same frequency. It is the moment when you feel like you're on the same wavelength without having to say a word. Silent presence, another example. Watch a fire, hearing the sound of flames, the coal jumping into the fire. Amazing. There is magic in being silent together without that silence feeling heavy. It is the sacred quiet where souls recognize each other without words. If you don't have a fireplace, you can also use another option to put a video of a burning fireplace on a screen on YouTube, and also you can hear the sound too. The third step, active relaxation. Sometimes our minds are too restless to just sit still, so we need active relaxation. This doesn't mean exhausting effort, but activities that shift our focus from stress to sensory pleasure. An example, we have sensory cooking. Don't cook just because you're hungry. Cook to smell the basil, the lemon, the pepper, feel the heat of the oven, turn it into a dance. Another example of active relaxation is reciprocal massage, but not a half-hearted one. Learn a new technique together. Touch is a language. Through massage, you tell your partner, I care about your body, I want to take the burden of your shoulders. Constant slow down the heart rate and lowers the blood pressure of both partners. You can alternate touches, use aromatic oils, or even calm music with soft waves, activating all the senses. A shared state of relaxation trance is created. Living room dancing. Put on a slow song and let yourselves go. Maybe some red candles. Feel gentle, your body touching the floor, your energy, her body in slow moves. Movement releases the tension stored in your muscle, in your fascia muscle. Active relaxation is that effort that regenerates. It is where play meets intimacy. The fourth step. Which type of relaxation do you need? The biggest mistake modern couples make is that thinking only passive relaxation matters. But if you have a sedentary job where you sit for 8 or 10 hours sitting on the sofa, won't relax you. You need active relaxation. Conversely, if you have a physical job or you are on the move all day long with your kids, active relaxation will exhaust you. So you need passivity. For example, doing nothing, a massage, a salt bath, total silence. Balance means asking your partner, what does your nervous system needs today? Movement or silence? When you start asking this, you contribute to your well-being and theirs. The fifth step, 10-minute practical exercise. I want you to leave with a concrete tool from this video. I call it the transition ritual. Applied every evening, or almost every evening, this exercise can save a marriage. First 5 minutes, I suggest you to do an active one. Do some synchronized breathing or breath work or light stretching together. This kicks the residual energy of the day out of your muscles, regulates the nervous system, brings silence, balances the tension. In another 5 minutes, you can do a passive one. lie in a spooning position or with your head on the other's arm in total silence. Just listen to your partner's breathing. This transition from active to passive prepares the ground for real rest and deep emotional connection. It is the moment when you return home to your roots. Massive release of oxytocin, or called the love hormone, vagus nerve stimulation by ventral pressure. It is the purest form of biological safety. In conclusion, your ability to relax sets the tone for your entire life. A relaxed person is a creative person, a patient parent, and a fascinating partner. Don't let the noise of the world, the bills, or the traffic steal the most precious thing, the harmony in your relationship. Relaxation is not wasted time. It is time for recovery, for rest, for returning to yourself, for energizing so you can give more. It is the only way to lead your relationship into depth, passion, and vitality. I challenge you, don't close this video without making a decision. Which method will you try tonight? Tell me in the comments, do you choose active or passive? Let's build a community of people who refuse to live on survival modes anymore. If you felt this material helped you, give me a like, share, and subscribe to support my mission of creating conscious relationships and healthy intimacy. See you in the next video, where we will explore an essential topic: the importance of foreplay in a relationship. Thank you. Ciao.